Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everybody is doing great. Yes, I'm still here. I have been so sick for the past 3 weeks. Greg and I both. I'm talking, I have missed work, and I don't miss work. I have like over 300 sick hours. It has, I don't know what was wrong. We kind of kept, it just, whatever we had layers to it, and we would think we were getting better, and then boom, we would get hit with something else. It wasn't the flu, it wasn't strep, it wasn't, your typical things. I don't know what it is, and you can probably tell by my voice, I'm still not 100%, and we're going on 3 weeks. And amidst all that, Greg got the hiccups, and y'all, he had the hiccups for 5 days. Like, I was about to force him to go to the emergency room. I was on the internet researching. I was very worried about all the things that I was reading. I did sort of home remedy some things, and we got him to stop and kind of got that diaphragm to relax. But y'all, it has just been a really hard 3 weeks trying to get everything done. I didn't have the energy to go thrifting or to do anything. I would come home and decorate for a little bit and then just have to rest and sit down. And I've also had homework. You guys know this. I have finals coming up. It has just been like, who has time to decorate or thrift or anything, especially when you're feeling like we felt. But we are on the mends. Neither one of us are 100%. But, we're just trying to just be like, no, we can't give into this anymore. We have got things to do. So in that, let me just stop and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, if you just kind of clicked on, I'm Tanya, and thank you so much for stopping by. This is kind of a channel where we talk about thrifting and estate sales and all those fun things, and of course decorating. So guys, yesterday was my birthday, and Greg was off, and and I was just determined that I was not going to give in to this sickness anymore, and I was going to, the flea market was going on, and there was a new antique store in Murfreesboro that had opened up last week, and so I wanted to go check it out. So I have a mid-sized little haul for you guys, and let's just go ahead and start with the flea market. Now, it was funny because we didn't get out a lot of cash. Neither one of us even thought we would be there very long, and Greg was like, it's your day, I'm not going to get anything. Well, that was not true. I've talked so many times about the vendor that really one of the main reasons we go. He just opens up rows and rows and rows of totes, and you just dig. Guys, this is rough as a corn cob, and in all my sickness, my gray is just ridiculous. I haven't even been able to get my hair done, so just ignore me. I look awful. But anyways, squirrel. Greg scored on digging, and he found several pieces of milk glass, none of which he needed at all. But I do know that we have some milk glass lovers. So first up is the grape paneled compote. And y'all, I don't know. I think this is like his 5th one, maybe. I don't know. So he got this. So everything that I'm about to show you, we paid $16 for. Remember, this guy is just amazing. We absolutely love doing business with him. He got this hobnail, I don't know what this is. I don't know what you would call it. Perfume bottle. I don't know. Condiment. I don't know what they use this for. But anyway, he kept saying, I don't have one. Well, of course he did. So now he has 2. He did get this hobnail, which I will say hobnail is hard to find when, affordable. So he got this, and I think this might have been what they call an oil and vinegar bottle or something like that. So he got that. He got, and this is a pattern that he's just recently gotten a few pieces of, but this little trinket dish, and I'll show you the lid so you can see the pattern. And I don't really know what that pattern is. It is pretty. So none of this has chips or anything on here, which, oh, I think I just moved you guys. I'm sorry. Which is hard to find sometimes on some of these older things. Now, I was shocked that he got this, but he got this plate, and I've not cleaned anything up. And hopefully we'll be able to do that soon, but he thought that was pretty. And this is unlike him to pick out something like this. And his last piece of milk glass, and he said, I only have one. No, this is his third one now. He won't listen to me, but it is the Great Harvest Colony panel, or Harvest Colony, and it's still the super large one. So he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of milk glass, and I got this little baby food jar full of buttons. Now I need to really clean it up. But buttons are expensive if you go to buy these, like a jar of buttons in an antique store or just anywhere. They're crazy expensive. So I'm going to put this, if I put my sewing vignette back in the spring, I'm going to put that with that. And I was excited to get this. The original price tag said 29 cents. And it is fall little cutout decor. Now, I ended up using the turkeys and things that I showed you from the estate sale in my classroom. So I may just add these and put them with my classroom. I have them way up high so they can't get tore up, but I liked them, and some people were kind of like, oh my gosh, I remember those. So we got, let me count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things for $16, so $2 a piece. You can't hardly beat that, you know, even at the thrift store. Now, while we were at the flea market, and I'm going fast, y'all, because my videos, if they are like over a certain amount of time, I can't upload them. And I've had the worst time with uploading. And I don't think it's YouTube. It's completely my phone and everything. But I don't know. I'm going to work on that after the first year. You know, I've said 100 times, Greg and I both have a thing for rabbits. And we saw this from a vendor that I really like. She also works at she works for one of the estate sale companies that I go to. But she had this, and I think that this is corn husk, but she had this rabbit. Now, his face is wood, I think, from what I can tell, carved. And then his body is just like corn husk. He's really cool, guys. And I like the whitewash look. I was so excited to find that. And I got paid $6 for that rabbit. And then probably the best find for me for the day at the flea market was, I've been seeing these and I've been wanting to get an old, I don't know what you call them. It's a sifter of some type, but it's along the lines of pantry boxes. But look, for $6. I don't know if you can see the mesh, but I got this old sifter. That was so exciting. I was tickled pink to get this. Now, we also got some ribbon to finish up one of the trees. But other than that, that was our haul for the flea market. Now, if you're local, a new antique shop opened up in Murfreesboro. And hold on, I don't want to say it wrong. It is Four Sisters Antiques and Vintage. And I'm going to put a picture of their business card at the end of the video. It is the cutest little antique shop. And I did get permission to film in there. So I am planning on trying to go back and film in there and let you guys see. But if you're local, you definitely should stop by and give them a try. I got I guess technically 5 things. And, you know, Greg was like, well, it's your birthday weekend. And if y'all been watching, y'all know that I've been like, well, you got me this one. We've been birthdaying it for a while. But I have been trying to thrift one of these since the spring. Or, well, I guess since I started. I saw one in an antique shop and I couldn't afford it. But I thought that it would have been so beautiful for fall. And if I do find them at the thrift store, it's missing the bottom. So, guys, I finally found a fairy lamp. And if you don't know what a fairy lamp is, this comes off and you put like a little candle in here, a little tea light candle, and it just glows. And it is beautiful. And I cannot wait to display this for fall. There's no chips or anything on it. And I don't even remember. It may have been $15, I think. But I just gave up. I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm getting it because I'm not having any luck finding them. Watch now. I'll find a bunch in the thrift store. Greg got these because this is the set that he really wanted. We had bought a set a few weeks ago, but he wanted this red white set. So we got these little carolers. And they're super cute. They're going to go in this room that I'm actually in right now. And then I guess my big birthday present, which really, I was shocked at the price. And I'm even going to tell you, because if you try to buy these online, they're crazy expensive. But I got this pantry box. And it's not, I mean, it's a tall one. You can see the nails. There's the side with them going down. It's very cool. It's in great shape. There's the inside. But y'all, I got this for $35. Like, these are hundreds of dollars online. I'm not sure why this was affordable. It potentially, maybe it's a replica. I don't know. I don't care because I can't tell the difference. And I also got one more thing. Let me go grab it because I'm already using it. Okay, so I got this fluted on a pedestal ironstone bowl. And it's got the stamp, the lion and the unicorn stamp. But if I turn it upside down, it's gonna fall out. It doesn't have a lot of like the browning on it, but it does have crazing. Y'all, I already have blue balls in it. But it is so pretty. And I wasn't going to get it, but I don't have anything like it. And so Greg was like, no, you're getting it. It's for your birthday. All right, guys. So I want to chat for just a minute, and then I'm going to end this video because I'm going to have, I already have some things. I have a thrift haul, but I'm just scared to even try to put it on this video. We're going to work on that, I promise. So my house is finally, as of today, completely decorated for Christmas. That's a lie. We have a little bit to do on the front porch. But it has taken us, we started the week before Halloween. And then we got sick. And it has taken us, what, 4 weeks to get this done. It has never taken us this long before. We ended up last night saying, you know what, if it doesn't get put out, if it doesn't get done, it's just not going up. We're done. One of our hang-ups was our home has changed so much since March, which was when I started thrifting. And we really tried our hardest to incorporate that vintage look into our modern Christmas things that we already had, which was quite difficult. It was definitely the challenge. And some of the rooms are just not, they don't have any vintage at all, and I'm fine with that. I've said many times I really struggle with vintage Christmas, but not only Christmas, but like we wanted to keep like the milk glass and you know, our ironstone and just some of the old kitchen things that I've had. So it's been such a challenge, but we are finally done. There's no way I could have taken you guys decorating with me. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but our house explodes. And we say every year we're just going to do room by room. It doesn't happen. We either get stuck and need to come back, or the way I pack it up. Like last year I packed it up by color, and we have 8 different color stories total. But then if you want to mix and match some of that, we did the dumbest thing. We'll never ever do this again. I pulled we have, let's see, was it 48 Christmas totes? And that's not counting the trees or anything. There may be a little bit more. We just pulled them. We have a fenced in backyard, so we just pulled them all out on the deck in the patio. That was dumb. Don't follow my lead. Don't do that. But I thought I couldn't fit it all in the house. I needed to go through it. I mean, it was the anxiety on top of the sickness. We've just been fussing and arguing, and just like last night we were like, okay, we're done. We're done. It's just not going to get done. Some areas we didn't do. Not areas you'll see, like we didn't do our bathroom, no big deal. But it's been a challenge. Some areas are absolutely breathtaking. Some areas are not. And you know what? This is real life, and not every area has to be fantastic, right? And sometimes you need a place for the eye to rest, which we do have a few of those, and I'm okay with that. But anyway, I am going to edit this video, And then probably not tonight, but I'm off this week for Thanksgiving. But I'm going to start filming our home for Christmas 2023. I'm going to start out with that vintage hutch that I've been talking about. I've been talking about all that vintage Christmas that I have thrifted and what I was able to pull together. One thing that we really have not changed hardly any, and I know I've said that we change everything on the walls. We created 3 gallery walls this year, and they're the vintage gallery walls that you guys have seen. Very little, if anything, has changed so far. We have some vintage winter pictures. We only have about 4 or 5. I've lost 2 that I bought. I cannot find them anywhere. So, you know, those are just, the whole walls are not Christmas, and that's very unlike us. Usually we typically have 1 gallery wall and it all goes Christmas. That didn't happen this year, and I did not change curtains this year, which I usually change curtains, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine, and it's going to still be Christmas because none of this has anything to do with the real reason why we celebrate, which is, you know, our Savior, Jesus, who was born. And that is what I try so hard to focus on. I get so caught up in the worldly outview of Christmas, which, you know, my goal this year is to, now that I'm done, is just to spend the next few weeks focusing on what Christmas is really about. And I also am going to take you guys room by room on a tour of my home. I hope that you enjoy it. And there's going to be a few more thrifting hauls before the year's over. I have a play date with my friend Debbie tomorrow. We're going thrifting for my birthday, so we'll definitely have that. But anyway, guys, I have missed you. I hope you didn't think I left you, but man, I hope whatever has kicked our butt stays away from all of you all. And I hope that you know, are getting ready and excited about the season. I wish that everybody has a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. You get to, you know, be with the ones that you love and enjoy that. And until my next video, guys, happy thrifting.